What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Ball Watcher, man. I made another episode talking about Miami Miami predictions, and NBA offseason talk, man. We're trying to grow. We're trying to grow as a community, man. Like, follow, and subscribe to all channels. I have a YouTube channel. I have a Twitter. I have an X. I just be posting. I'm just trying to make it, man, for real. Y'all tap that noti icon, tap the bell, and let's rock and roll with the video, man. What's good, y'all? Episode 2. We are going to do NFL record predictions today and some NBA offseason talk, like I mentioned stated. Oh, my bad. Had to let my screen manager take care of that. So let's get started with some NFL record predictions. I do have no team right now. Dude says it's lagging. All right, Brandon man, troll. Anyway, NFL record predictions today. I will be doing a spin the wheel, so I will let the spin the wheel choose my NFL team today. Let's see what team we follow with today. The Miami Dolphins. Okay, we could talk about Miami for a second. I'm gonna go back to the record predictions. Just to give it just to give it some spark. No wins, not winning the game. Hey, we gonna see. Let's go through that schedule. Actually, let's Miami Dolphins. Now this is a team that rebuilt. They got Malik Willis. They got off of Tua Tagovailoa because I'm pretty sure the offensive scheme was pretty atrocious. Um, as far as players, and I think they'll be a pretty much underwhelming team this year. I think with the addition to Malik Willis, he'll have some flashing moments, but I think the defense can't let up points. Uh, defense can't get stops. I don't think in this defensive system, and the offense is gonna be pretty much underwhelming. So let's get into the 18 game win loss column. Let me get my pen and paper because last time I did it, I was messing up. So we're gonna go week to week and give our predictions on how many games is this team willing to win. All right, first week we have the the Raiders. We have the Raiders. NFL is great, man, because you don't know what you're gonna get. Uh, I'm looking for the Dolphins to actually make some noise in this game. I'm looking for the Raiders to, stay consistent in what they're doing. The run game and the wide receiver core of Brock Bowers. I will be tuning into some Raiders games this year, but not too many. With that being said, I think the Dolphins are in a dogfight in this game. Raiders and Dolphins are going to be a toss-up game. This is really a toss-up game, if you want to be honest. I think my score prediction would be 17-10 Raiders. So I'm gonna give Dolphins the loss here. Um, Going on to week 2, 49ers. I think that's a loss, given the fact that you know start of the season, Brock Purdy starts off hot. The run game is efficient. Defense can't get stops on Miami. And I just think they win comfortably. I don't think it's a blowout win or anything, but I think they win 10 to 12 points at most. Um, Let me write down the weeks real quick. The Dolphins are sitting at 0-2 right now. Not so good for the Miami Dolphins. 3, they play the Chiefs. This is no brainer. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to just dot up this defense. I think he just puts numbers on the board, MVP like seasons. And I think it's a loss for the Dolphins again. I think they're going 0-3 to start the season. Dolphins and Vikings. Kyler Murray is starting quarterback now. So I think the offense will elevate. I think Justin Jefferson will have his way. And I think without the supporting cast, offensive wise, Devon Achane probably will have his rough game this week, given that Vikings defense and Brian Flores' scheme. I don't think anybody in the league could dictate what the Vikings do defensively anyway. So I'm gonna give that loss to the Vikings. I'm gonna give the loss with the Dolphins Vikings game. They start off 0-4. For the Chiefs Dolphins, probably be 28-10. Dolphins Vikings. It'll be a little closer. It'll be 21-10. Something like that. So Bengals Dolphins. Hey, Joe Burrow, the defense. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a shootout. Malik Willis is probably gonna show his best game of the year against the Bengals. The Bengals defense. I'm still not convinced. I still have to wait and see. It's a wait and see moment for the Bengals with their defense, and they're bottom ranked in the league for the past 2 or 3 years. They don't get enough stops, and when they do, they get PIs and flags and stuff like that. So they have to get pushed back to the line of scrimmage, and they don't cause havoc at all. Towards the end of the season, their defense is going to step up. I think Joe Burrow has an MVP like season, and he has an MVP like game in this one. I'm gonna give a loss to the Dolphins again. They're going starting 0-5 to start the season. Probably looking to run a couple plays to see what the rookie Quinn Ewers has. Probably in week 8. The schedule's pretty brutal for the Dolphins. Dolphins, Jets. Well, for the Bengals, Dolphins, I'm going to give it 35-14. I think Malik Willis at least put up 2 touchdowns, but I don't think they'll win. Given Joe Burrow and the talent, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. So, Dolphins, Jets. I think Dolphins, Jets split here. But I think Dolphins get the first win of the season against the Jets. I just really don't believe in the Jets in the middle of the season to get it done to beat Miami at all. But I do think they'll split this week. I think Miami gets this one to rack up their first win of the season. Score predictions probably going to be pretty high for the Dolphins. I don't think the defense for the Jets will recover after losing Robert Saleh last 2 seasons and getting Aaron Glenn as the head coach, even though he was a defensive mind. I don't think I don't think the Jets will be much of anything this year either. So I'm giving that win to Miami. Week 7, Patriots, probably a loss. Drake May, AJ Brown, good game. Drake May shows why he was MVP second running. Defense for the Patriots is going to be pretty tough for Malik Willis to overcome. And the Chiefs game is interesting because let me go back to the Chiefs game. I think Malik Willis will play at least above average, but I think he loses almost each and every game because the offensive structure and the defense. So Patriots Dolphins probably 13, 24, 25. Lions Dolphins, that's a loss. It's just an overwhelming team. Offense defense is stacked. Jamison Williams is gonna have a day. Amara gonna have a day. Jameer Gibbs gonna have a day. Everybody's just gonna have a day. Colts Dolphins. This is pretty interesting. I think reports are saying Daniel Jones is not looking too comfortable in training camp. I think he's still dealing with the ACL and a broken leg. So we'll see how to in the middle of the season how it looks. But this is a toss up game too. Dolphins Colts. This is a sneaky game. Dolphins can easily sneak in and win this one, take it. But I really don't think the Dolphins will win this game. Me personally, I think the Colts come out with the victory, with the field goal maybe 21-18. Dolphins Bills. I think the Bills sweep the Dolphins. So that's a loss. Josh Allen gonna have a day probably. Uh, Run game's gonna be efficient. I don't know about the pass game as much, but the run game is definitely gonna be efficient. I gave the loss to the. I gave the win to the Jets versus Dolphins. I'm gonna give a loss here. I think the Jets and the Dolphins are pretty much even. I think they split. I think they split the season, and it's gonna be a lot closer than people expected. Probably 14-17 Dolphins, and the Jets are looking to rebuild again. Fire Aaron Glenn. Start a new quarterback. Blase blase. Same old Jets. Dolphins Broncos. That's a loss here. I just don't think the Dolphins will come back from back to back playing the Bills, the Jets, and then the Broncos. That's a brutal 3 weeks. I think they lose in this game. I think Bo Nix struggles average. I think Bo Nix plays average, and I still think they beat him by like 14 points. So I'm gonna give the win to the Broncos here. I lost to the Dolphins. Final score 10-30. I think Bo Nix in the field goal unit will put up 30 points. Probably like 3 field goals. Bears, Dolphins. I'm gonna give a loss again to the Bears. I mean, not the Bears. I'm gonna give a loss to the Dolphins here. Bears is just better team, better coach, uh, better defense, better offense, offensive talent. It's better. Devon Achane will have a day though, because the front four of the Bears looks a little dicey, but he'll have a day, probably 100 yards, but they'll lose. At this point, they're starting quarterback number two. The what is one? They're one is 13. 1-13 right now. It's not looking good for the Dolphins at all. Chargers. Oh, we're on the Packers now. Packers. It's just a vibe pick to me. I think the Dolphins win this game. I think Jordan Love has a bad game this game. I gotta give a win somehow. I just can't feel bad for the Dolphins as much of. I think the Packers are sitting starters. Wait, this is not week 18, is it? Oh no, this is not week 18. I apologize. They're still playing ball. I'm actually changing my pick. I'm gonna give a loss to the Dolphins again. I think in December when it's get cold, the Miami players just I don't know. They just stop playing ball and they just figure out how to just get ready for the off season. Bears, Packers. I think I already said the score prediction for that. Dolphins, Packers. I think I would go 28-7. I think Malik Willis probably will pull up a touchdown, maybe a field goal, but it's going to be a lot of low scoring games for the Dolphins this year. Dolphins fans, I pray for you. Find a quarterback ASAP. Chargers, Dolphins. I'm going to give a loss to the Dolphins as well as this game. Chargers. Chargers just a little better team, better coach. Mike McDaniel, this is his redemption arc, getting back what happened to the Dolphins. I do think Mike McDaniel kind of got uh, a little less credit than he deserved in Miami. I think a lot of credit went to Tua, given the talent, but I think a lot of credit should be pointed to Mike McDaniel. His scheme is not bad. It's just the quarterback he had. He had what else could he do? Screen routes, deep balls, short routes. I mean, with a limited quarterback, I think that thing really McDaniel got blackballed. I think with the talent he has, as as a good as offensive minded he is, I think this team could have been better if they had better quarterback play. Not taken away from Tua. Tua was off of the last year. He was atrocious. He wasn't to self. He's not to self. Lost Tyreek Hill to start the season, and it just went downhill from there. Traded Waddle, so they're rebuilding. So Bills, Dolphins. I think the Bills sweep the Dolphins. I'm gonna give them a loss here. Uh, so So week 18, we're just gonna say bye because I really don't know when the bye week for this team is. Uh, if I can, yeah, the bye week is between the Bengals and the Jets. So that's their bye week. So by that bye week, they'll probably be starting another quarterback, or even just keeping Malik Willis until they find a new quarterback in the off season and the draft. So they're probably gonna be a top five. Probably gonna have a top five draft pick. Bills, I gave it a loss. Patriots, mm, I give it a loss. I don't think they go 1-17. I think they go. I think they win a couple more games. Realistically, 3-13. Cause they could split with the division rivals. They could not split with the division rivals and end up the worst team in the league. So my record prediction for the Dolphins is 1-17. Realistically, if we're talking about just what happens in a game, 3-13. 3-14. I'm sorry. 3-14, 1-16 for the record. That's a really bad schedule. So my prediction is it's gonna be out of the Dolphins and the Cardinals this year. Who gets the number one seed? Uh, Given Cardinals and Jeremiah Love this year, I don't think they'll lose more than like 4 games. I don't think they'll win more than like 4 games this year. I think Jeremiah has a bad offensive line right now, so it's probably gonna be a bottom five team in the league. Dolphins floor. Their floor to me is 5 wins. I'm sorry, this team is just not good. They're rebuilding right now. Uh, Floor is 5 wins. The ceiling over 500. Like, and that's a huge ceiling. I'm talking about like they overcame expectations. I would say probably like the floor is 5 wins. The ceiling has to be at least 7. So 7 wins. I don't think they'll make the playoffs even with 7 wins. Uh, that's probably their ceiling. And for the team, I'll give like a D, close to an F. I do think they have talented people on the roster. I just don't think they have the coach or the quarterback right now to just make stuff happen. And I don't think Miami is a smart market team, but given the fact that you don't have quarterback play, legitimately like consistent quarterback play, it's gonna be real hard to win games. So that is my NFL predictions. I have NBA offseason talk, so I'm just gonna briefly talk about NBA offseason really quickly, cause I know I did it yesterday. LeBron James got signed. Draymond Green signed an extension for the Warriors, so we're gonna talk about Steph Curry and what that means for him. I really just think Steph is in the mud right now. No additions to the roster. A lot of re-signings. A lot of people they're looking at for the draft. Yaxel Leonard board doesn't really help them as far as competing for a title, but definitely gives them a couple more wins than expected for sure. Yaxel is a player, an NBA ready player. If you haven't watched Yaxel Leonard board, please go watch him. He was amazing in summer league. What you expected, I wouldn't say amazing, like as for like, oh my god, this is the breakout player this year. But I would say as far as Curry in his situation, he's not gonna leave. So you gotta work with what you got. And the floor for that team is probably what uh AC ceiling, probably a first round team. Think they will lose in the first round if they do make it to the playoffs. Given the fact that their history, their injuries, and they're old. They're just an old team, man. Just is what it is, man. Bron got signed to Sixers. I know everybody's like, oh my god, Bron is going to the finals. It just all depends on Joel Embiid's health, and I've been saying this for years, man. Only if Joel Embiid was healthy, bro. Only if he was healthy. Sad to say, I think this team will lose in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. I think they will go to the ECF, and I think they will lose in the ECF. There's just a lot of question marks around Joel Embiid. There's a lot of question marks around LeBron James. What are you gonna get from him in the playoffs as a point guard? Because I'm pretty sure LeBron can elevate. Like LeBron can legitimately elevate the offense, but for 82 game season and also the playoffs, you're kind of putting a lot on a 42-year-old man. That's just my opinion, man. Uh, 42 trying to lead a team, it's gonna be kind of hard if you don't have a supporting cast around you. They have Jalen Brown, they have Tyrese Maxey, they have the defenders. Tyrese can get a bucket at will. It's just all what their bench does. I think they need to start looking at a couple pieces on the bench and start working their way up to there, and maybe we can talk about them actually making the finals. But my ceiling for them is Eastern Conference Finals. The floor for them is second round for sure. I think they will make a second round. I think they will win a playoff series, but I don't think they'll make the finals. Me personally, and if they do make the finals, I think they will lose the finals this year. So 1 year away, man. Bron signed a 2 year, 8 mil with a player option, so he can easily take this 1 year. And if they don't do it, if he isn't even close to the ECF, I think he leaves. I really do think LeBron leaves and go back to Cleveland for his last year because I think this is his only shot. Now, if he gets to the ECF and he loses in 7, he'll sign. He'll go back. He'll make a run for it, and they'll rebuild and stuff like that. Add some more key pieces, and they'll make stuff work. Anything as far as NBA offseason I would like to talk about. Oh yeah, Russell Westbrook, man. It's been in the mud, man. Russell Westbrook FC fans, man. It's been a lot. It's been a lot to deal with, man. He hasn't been the player that he once was, and people are kind of underappreciating him, man. He still gave you 15 this year, 5 and 6, I think. If I look at his averages, I think he played below average this season, but he's playing for the Sacramento Kings, man. People that go to there, bro, get left to rot, man. So I don't think I want to harp on Westbrook right now. I think for the main part is I don't think why nobody thinks he's not a role player. Like this, they want triple double Russ, and I think Russ getting older is the reason why his athleticism has gone down and has not the same. Because back in 2017, we weren't saying Russell Westbrook was uh, a role player. We were saying he's a top 5 player in the league. So, yep, Russell Westbrook FC, man. It's crazy. We're in the mud right now, but we'll be up soon.